Good morning, all. I'm gonna go through that this morning. It's all dirty brass. I'm gonna separate it into piles. We'll see how much clean we get in that bucket, and then I'll just pile up the dirty and the rest of the stuff for you guys because it's going in there and in there. Which not much probably going in there, but there's gonna be some going in there because it's got the chrome and shit on it. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up. I'm not gonna bore you with it, but I'm just gonna get it cleaned up real quick and we'll see how much is left when I'm done. That's 100% clean yellow brass. And just separate whatever else in the piles. And we'll go from there and see what else happens today. So here's where we're at so far. That's what's left of the pile. That's the chromed. The rest of the stuff I still gotta go through. Take a little bit of stuff off of it. That's all clean. There's a little bit of copper. So yeah, it's going good. Some of the stuff I'm gonna have to cut stuff off of, so when I set the grinder up I'll cut it off. And other stuff I need other tools for, like getting these off. I'm gonna have to get the pipe wrenches out because they do not want to come off. Other than that, it's all clean. That little bit right there is just gonna stay dirty because I can't get any of it apart. Yeah, it is what it is. This stuff I'll keep going on taking apart. I just gotta get other tools out. And plus I think I'm gonna go through the bin real quick because I believe I have more in there and get that done. That way I can pay for these car parts. I will see you when I get more done. Alright, so I cleaned that bin out. No, that's not all of it. But that's the stuff that's got to be cleaned up besides the wire. The wire I just put in the bags and bucket. I got my number 2 in this bucket. All my Romex, which will be Bear Bright or number 1s in them bags. And in there. But that's the stuff that was ground wire. And a couple cords here that I got to check out. They might work. Might need to end, but might work. A few little motors and stuff that fell out of there. A bunch of tools that were in there. So I'm going to clean up the rest of this stuff and continue on with my brass hunt. Because, you know, I got this bucket here of the dirty. Wow. And that's a full bucket of clean. If I really want to, there's some stuff in there I can go through and clean up more and get a bunch more clean brass out of. I'm gonna clean this pile up real quick, get that stuff where it belongs. Cords that need ends cut off, a few little things that need to be cleaned up or put into the proper bin. Yeah, because now that's the number 2 bin. So that's the number 2 pipe, number 2 wire, all number 2. Well, not a lot, but a good amount. Enough for me, at least for now. I don't get rid of it just in case. Like I said, I gotta get rid of some of this brass to pay up the piper on fixing my truck. So, and that's what makes the bills. Me and my truck. I can't go to work without it, and without me going to work, I make no money. And scrapping, of course, is a side business for me. So, but I'm gonna have to start street scrapping here because I am running low on money, and it's getting towards Christmas time, and business is slow. And that's not a good thing when you're a contractor. So, anyway, Nice big shot of money. Green gold right there. I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright. So I went through everything. We got a little bit more number 2, a little bit of number 1 there. That's all the clean that I came up with. Pretty cool valve. It's at least 10-15 pounds, if not more. A little bit of chromed. These over here, I still got to take apart because they got. This one's got weird bolts on it. These I'm gonna need to get cut off. This I need to get a pipe wrench for, and same with the other valves. That's all dirty. I'm not even messing with it. Can't get the handles off. Can't get the stuff off. It's dirty. So, like I said, cleaned up the number 2 bin a little bit. So we got all that going. Throw the number 2 in there. The number 1 bin's not back here yet. It's still on the other side, so I'm just gonna leave that right on the floor for now. Which that's a little bit number 1. That's all clean brass. That's like quarter bucket of clean brass. So that's pretty cool. Chrome stuff goes in the chrome brass bin. That way we don't get dinged. They want to knock us down the grade. Yeah. Yeah, these valves here, I gotta get all that off. And they are definitely not coming off with the channel lock, so I'll get the big pipe wrenches out and make that clean brass. Same with all this stuff. This I gotta find my Allen keys for. Get that centerpiece out. This washing machine mixing valve. This spins out, that spins out, and this whole thing comes apart. And then you get clean brass. So that's how you do those. You spin that out, spin that out, and this will all be a big chunk of clean brass. That thing, probably almost a pound at its own. I couldn't tell you how much is in there. It's a lot. So, but you know, I cut the cords up, through the ends in there, through the cords in the bag. So that'll be on another video when I'm just gonna bring the cords in. I'm not even gonna mess with them. That's gotta be at least 30-40 pounds right there. Plus all the dirty. Might go through there and clean up a little bit of that on this video. If I see anything in there, I might go through there real quick and put it on here. But I clean up out of there, because most of that's just a pain to clean up. It's not even worth it. Just send it to them as dirty. Alright, so I went through that bucket. Some of the stuff I can get a bigger pile of stuff we can go through. Some of that stuff I'll go through, otherwise it's going to be dirty brass. And we filled up the bucket a lot more. So that's cool. It's at least 20-30 pounds now. Probably about 20. So that's cool. All clean brass. So I got about 1.5 buckets of clean brass. Gonna be about 1.5 buckets when I'm done. So that right there should pay for most of my car parts, which is awesome. And then I got that bucket of brass with chrome and paint. That clean brass, this brass. And that's pretty much what I'm gonna be handling that in the steel this time. I'll wait until we get a nice bunch of copper to hand in. That's all mostly motors. Almost all that's just doing motors and transformers, so it pays to do them. I mean, there's some wire in there from stripping some of the thicker stuff that I get off appliances that's, number 2, but it's thick enough where it's worth it. It's not little thin stuff, it's big thick cables from appliances. Like this stuff here. That's even pretty thin. Most of it's bigger than that. But it strips out pretty easy on the stripper, so I ain't gonna complain. And then somebody had said something about the plug-ins to throw them in a vise. And I've been saving them up until I get a new vise. So that'll be on another show, obviously. But for this time, that's pretty much what it is. Thank you, and please subscribe and hit that like button. You have a good one. And everything helps because, we're a growing channel, obviously. I don't have many subscribers, but growing pretty quick for what I thought it was going to happen, which is awesome. So thank everybody who has subscribed and who is subscribing. I thank all of you. I think it's pretty cool that people actually watch this, so I'll keep the stuff coming. I'm going to do some street scrapping here soon. I got to fix my truck this week. The parts are coming in tomorrow, so the rest of them at least. So we'll get that done. And do some street scrapping. Get a bunch of steel. Fill my trailer, take it over. Do a steel run. And thank you again. Have a good one.